Nasty Blakey Smalls, Indigo Lulls, or you can call me by my Christian name, Blake. And we have a new video today showing you all of my pickups from the end of November until now, the beginning of April. So got a handful of things, did some spring cleaning, got rid of I think like 11 or 12 items, and I've rolled that into some new purchases that I'm going to show you guys today. And I don't know, even though it's technically spring now, I'm still not quite ready to really break out all my spring clothes yet. I'm really trying to like stretch out my fall winter clothes just a little bit longer. How do you guys go about that? Are you guys still wearing like your fall winter clothes? Are you really eager to be in your spring summer clothes? Let me know in the comments down below and let's get into the video. First up is this beautiful hand knit sweater from Prada. It's 67% mohair, 30% polyamide, red, burgundy, and this like grayish purple like eggplant type of color. Really beautiful knit. It's a little bit of a loose weave which allows for more breathability, which I'm personally excited about because that means I can wear it this spring with just like a tank top underneath. It's a little bit itchy, but I'm not particularly sensitive to wool, so if you are, then you might know mohair is not a great fit for you, but for me personally, it doesn't really matter. And yeah, really beautiful stuff. Found it for 200 bucks on Grailed, so I know that Prada retail prices are insane, and frankly I can't really afford them myself either, but there is such a backlog of previous seasons from 5-10 years ago that you can find on secondhand sites. So if you're interested in Prada, I would definitely recommend trying to be diligent in finding some of the previous season stuff, because there are some really great deals to be had on gently worn stuff, and this is a perfect example of that. Next, I have this beautiful hoodie from Visvim, fall winter 19 in this vintage red. This is the jumbo model, which means it's wide in the body, a little bit cropped, but not as cropped as the Am Plus, which is a newer model, and it has a drop shoulder and really just kind of a slouchy fit overall. There's also distressing on the kangaroo pouch, the hem, and the sleeve, and overall just a nice big size hood that can really kind of cover your entire head. And I love this hoodie. I think it's great under a jacket or a coat. It's great as a standalone piece, or it's just nice to lounge around the house in. And I've had quite a few people find this channel from some of the Visvim content I've posted, and a lot of people will DM me or comment, is Visvim worth it? And I don't want to give like an evasive answer, but it's such a personal question, meaning like my perspective is probably different than your perspective or that person's perspective. So it's hard to give me a blank, it's hard for me to give a blanket answer of is it worth it or not. Like the US retail prices for Visvim are high, and a lot of that has to do with just Japanese brands exporting their clothes to the US. There's tariffs and taxes and shipping fees and all this stuff that the retailers are passing along to you, and it can cause something like Visvim, which is already an expensive brand in Japan, to be like a very luxurious price point from the US. So personally, I've only bought my Brigadier boots for US retail prices. This hoodie and the jacket I'm about to show you guys, I got off Grailed and got a really good deal on it. So I personally think it was worth it. Like if you guys see me buy something, I don't mean to be a smartass, but that means I thought it was worth it to buy it. And so yeah, I get a lot of value out of the brand. I think that what they're doing is really unique. The perspective that Hiroki is putting forward, they just have this really great attention to detail and kind of this respect for heritage and craftsmanship and Americana that I don't really think any brand is doing to the level that Hiroki is. The one thing I will say is because it's a pretty popular brand, I think it's kind of hype within streetwear circles, a lot of people will kind of rotate out Visvim after a season or two. So if you don't want to buy something new in store, a lot of times you can find stuff on the secondhand markets that's barely been worn at all for like 50 to 70% off the US retail prices. And you can also look at secondhand Japanese sites and the prices will be even lower because the retail prices are a lot lower in Japan. So anyways, that's my perspective on is it worth it or not. If you see me buy something again, it means yes. I think the brand has a lot to offer, but ultimately that's a decision that you guys will have to make for yourself. But hopefully that can kind of help you think about whether or not it makes sense for you. All right, so the one other piece of clothing I have from Visvim I got recently is this Social Sculpture 101 denim jacket in a size 3, which is a large, and just amazing distressing on it, incredible details throughout. You have the 2 button chest pockets, 2 zippered pockets at the hips, blue selvage denim, and then you also have a deerskin patch at the back. And this is really just like the denim jacket to end all denim jackets. I talked about this already in my outerwear videos, so I'm not going to reiterate anything I said, but amazing deal I got on this and super happy to have it. So this is the kind of stuff that I think visvim just excels at, and you really get a ton of value out of it. So personally, super happy with it. I did get the size 3, which is a large, like I said, because I wanted to be able to layer things underneath the jacket, and I just wanted to be a little bit roomier because it's more of a slimmer fitting silhouette. The sleeves are a little bit long for me personally, but I'll probably just get them hemmed by the tailor and it should be fine. So super happy to have this one, and definitely this is the kind of stuff that you really want to hunt on the secondhand sites for, and you can get an amazing deal on. Next up is a recent pickup from Blue Japan. Got this in my last video. Amazing barber style jacket in an indigo dye with a corduroy collar and also corduroy cuffs on it. 2 snap pockets on the hips, and then you have a slanted placket with button closure, and you also have a zipper closure as well. Super beautiful jacket. If you guys don't know a lot about indigo, over time as you wear it and wash it, you'll get highlights of blue and lowlights as well, and just a lot of different contrasting shades of blue, and it just becomes more beautiful with age. So really excited to see how this jacket will kind of progress as I continue to wear it throughout the years. And one thing I really love about Blue Japan, and I don't even know if this is correct or not, but on all of their clothes they have this little bell that, I don't know if you guys can hear that. Anyways, it jingles, the bell jingles, and it's just a fun little touch that it's like only something that you, the wearer, would know about. And I don't know, a lot of people are like, oh, you know, men into clothes, that's so vain. You just want to be seen and you know, have people have the status around you. Ugh. But it's like, well, dude, did you know I have a bell that jingles on the inside of my jacket? I bet you didn't, and that's my favorite part about it. So, like, little things like that, I just think are fun because it's just for you, the wearer. It's like an interior detail that the designer put a little extra effort into. So anyways, I think this jacket's really cool. Blue Japan has a lot of value for the price points they come in at, and definitely check out their stuff if you guys haven't already. It's a pretty cool niche brand. Next, got a little piece from Kapital. It's this tie-dye and this brown and green tie-dye with kind of like a beige undertone to it. And it also has the iconic smiley face on the elbow. It's kind of distressed, which I think is a nice little touch. Went for a size 3, which is a size up or a medium for me. And the reason I did that is because I think with this style, you don't want it to be like too fitted or seem like you're trying too hard. You know, it's like a very relaxed, kind of hippie kind of looking style. So you just want to go with the flow, just kind of embrace it and be nonchalant as you can be. And I know some people are like, oh, Kapital's played out now, you know, everyone wears Kapital, we need to find the new low-key brand. And it's like, dude, if you like Kapital, then just wear Kapital. Like, I think people, like, I don't understand how people can like a brand and then they're like, oh, I want them to succeed, this is such cool stuff. And then it starts to take off and get popular, and all of a sudden people are like, oh, that's played out, I don't want to wear that anymore. It's like, dude, if you still like it, then just keep on wearing it. If you don't like it, then don't wear it. Like, who cares? But anyways, off my soapbox, I think Kapital is still making cool stuff. Like, if you guys don't know Kapital, if you live under a rock, like, it's this really cool, quirky brand that does a lot of stuff that's like kind of crossed over into streetwear and Americana, and it's gotten pretty popular in the last couple years. But I still think they're making a lot of really cool stuff. So if you do see some stuff online, definitely give it a shot. It's nice quality stuff, and there's not really a lot like it in the marketplace today, so definitely recommend. First, we have these fatigues from Engineered Garments in this natural cotton canvas, and these things are beautiful. I think Engineered Garments probably does fatigue pants better than anybody else. If you don't know what fatigues are, they basically have these flat pockets on the back and then 2 patch pockets on the front. These have like a little hidden stash pocket, which I think is a fun detail. And then the natural fabric on this, you can see some of the imperfections and like impurities on it, and I think it's just really nice alternative to a pure white. And I'm a really big fan of fatigue pants. I think they're a great alternative to jeans. I'm a sucker for light wash jeans. I'm about to show you a pair that I got. But I think if you're tired of wearing jeans every day, these are really great. They're casual, but they're not as casual as like a cargo pant or a sweat pant. So you can kind of dress them up a little bit, and I feel like they're very versatile overall. So definitely check them out from Engineered Garments if you want some casual pants. They really have good offerings. I did go to true to size with these, so these are extra small. I'm pretty small waist, and these are about a 30 waist, and overall I think they fit really nicely. Last up, I have these jeans from Orslo, the 105 2-year wash. And these guys, I have had a pair of these literally since 2015, and I wore them into the ground, holes, patches, fading galore. They were like the vintage jeans that everyone wants, and I've been talking about getting another pair because like I said, basically worn the other ones out for like the last 2 years, and my wife just finally bought them for me for Christmas. She's like, I'm tired of hearing you talking about buying another pair. I'm just gonna buy you a pair. And so thank you, baby. I love you. Yeah, I think that the wash that they get on these is just amazing. The fit on them, it's relaxed enough to not look like out of place with a lot of the more kind of modern silhouettes that are a little bit more oversized, but they're not so relaxed that they can't be dressed up a little bit. They look out of place in like an office environment or something like that. And I just think the fabric holds up super well. They're very minimal detail-wise, and they're the best modern jeans you can buy. Like, people spend hours and hours looking for the perfect like Levi's, like vintage Levi's from like the 90s, 80s, the 70s. Like, guys, just get yourself a pair of Orslo and save yourself the time. Like, I swear, these are like the best jeans you can find, amazing value. So I'm super happy to have another pair, and I'd strongly recommend that you guys consider getting a pair as well. All right, and that wraps things up, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, please leave a like, and don't forget to comment. What was the favorite thing you saw today? Have you guys been picking anything up? Let me know some brands that you're thinking about, some things that you have your eyes on. I'd love to chat with you guys. It's my favorite part of making these videos, is getting to meet one another and just getting to know you guys a little bit better. So please do not leave the video without saying hello, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.